One text read, "I just finished a very intense spiritual awakening. I'm heading back to the airport. I might need some help getting there." On November 11th, Hannah went radio silent. On that same day, security cameras at this tram stop near the Crypto.com arena captured her leaving with a stranger. Her family and volunteers have flooded the area with these missing persons flyers with the hope that her face can jog someone's memory. Hannah's father, Ryan, traveled to Los Angeles to find her.
Please come back, Hannah. So many people love you.
Nearly 2 weeks into the search, he was found dead near a parking lot near LAX. The coroner determined he died by suicide.
Police say that Hannah Kobayashi's father, Ryan, was found dead early this morning in a parking lot near the airport. He had traveled to LA to help search for his missing daughter. The 30-year-old woman was on her way from Hawaii to New York City earlier this month when she failed to board her connecting flight. Initially, friends received some strange text messages.
Family and friends shared with us her final strange text messages. They say sound nothing like her. Deep hackers wiped my identity, stole all my funds. And I'm just really scared, love, and the Redwoods if calling me. I risk my freedom if this goes wrong for me, hun.
Everything was great, and she was on her way to New York City. She even told my sister to meet her at the hotel. We started getting strange texts saying that she was worried that someone was trying to steal her money. Someone was trying to take her identity, that she was scared, that she didn't know what was going on. Strange, cryptic message, things about the Matrix. It was so unlike her. After that, we all became so worried and started bombarding her. Like, are you okay? How are you doing? It was sort of a shake-off. I'm fine, but then it got weird again. And then all of a sudden, no more communication.
The chief says it's still not clear how her disappearance is connected with the death of her father. Ryan Kobayashi was found dead near LAX a weekend ago. The coroner and the LAPD says he died by suicide. Lastly, other law enforcement sources have told me that this is not the first disappearance incident involving Hannah Kobayashi. They said there were at least one other before this that didn't happen in California. They're still looking into how they might have affected what happened here.
Also, more breaking news from the LAPD tonight. Hannah Kobayashi, the woman who disappeared after she flew from Hawaii to LAX last month, has now crossed into Mexico.
LAPD Chief Jim McDonald said last week Kobayashi's missed her connecting flight on purpose.
This is who we are talking about, 30-year-old Hannah Kobayashi.
Cindy Kobayashi says her sister Hannah, an aspiring photographer, left Maui for New York City to start a new job on November 8th. After missing her connecting flight in Los Angeles, her family thought she was going to take a later flight and go sightseeing.
Here's the LeBron James event.
The next day, she was spotted at a Nike event at the Grove Shopping Mall.
Then on 11/11, the family started receiving very strange, weird, alarming texts saying that someone was trying to steal her identity. Someone was trying to take her money, that she was scared, that she was unsafe. The family became extremely alarmed.
Calls to her phone on that day went straight to voicemail.
Then the family was made aware of video surveillance footage, where she was boarding a metro with an unknown identified person.
She sent these strange messages about having her identity and money stolen. Since then, her phone has been off, but her last pinned location was at the Los Angeles airport.
It sounded very cryptic or like it just was not her.
After arriving at LAX from Maui, she was to make a connection going to New York, but she never made that connection. Authorities today saying that she did send her luggage ahead to New York. Meanwhile, Kobayashi was spotted several times throughout the LA area between November 8th and the 11th, traveling throughout the area. Investigators today now saying that Kobayashi then went back to the airport on the 11th and requested that her bag be returned to LAX. She was able to pick it up. Authorities say that is when she then headed to Mexico.
It's just a nightmare. Every parent's nightmare. It's just crazy. We don't know where to start, where to begin.
Hannah's father, Ryan, says not calling or checking in is completely out of character for his daughter.
She's a beautiful, beautiful child that, with an open heart, kind soul.
And I want you to know that she is so loved.
So many people love you. You're just a beautiful girl, inside, outside, just reach out if you can.
Hannah's family coming here to Los Angeles in search of her after receiving texts from her that they say were out of character. On November 24th, Hannah Kobayashi's father, Ryan, committed suicide near LAX just days after flying into town to search for his missing daughter. And this morning, we're also learning new details about the person who was seen with Hannah while she was riding on the metro here in Los Angeles. Police uncovering the two met while at LAX.
The investigation has not uncovered any evidence that Kobayashi is being trafficked or is the victim of foul play. She is also not a suspect in any criminal activity. Additionally, the investigators noted that before departing Maui, Kobayashi expressed the desire to step away from modern connectivity. She has a right to her privacy, and we respect her choices, but we also understand that the concern her loved ones feel for her.
Chief McDonald saying tonight that all indications are that she's okay. Detectives have been working this case for weeks now, ever since Kobayashi landed at LAX back on November 8th and didn't get on that connecting flight. She was traced to the Grove Shopping Center, then into downtown LA, but her last contact with family was on November 11th. McDonald says video from the border crossing near Tijuana shows Kobayashi leaving the U.S. midday November 12th. He says she walked across the border with her luggage. She was not with anyone, and as an adult, she can do whatever she'd like. McDonald says detectives have found no evidence of foul play and says they do not believe she's in harm's way or was forced to leave the state.
I want to ask you about the text messages that we've seen that her family has shown us. They're pretty cryptic text messages, and it makes sense that if your family doesn't believe that you actually typed those out, what do we make of all that given the latest development?
I think that's very important forensic evidence here. I agree with you. The text messages are very disturbing. Things like, deep hackers wiped my identity. They stole all my funds. I got tricked pretty much into giving away all my funds. And we know, based on what the family has said, that there were 2 Venmo transactions. We don't know the amount given to 2 people who the family say don't know Hannah. So clearly, there is a lot of suspicious activity. But here's my question. So there is suspicious activity. Things are not adding up.
Now, investigators say that Kobayashi's phone is not on. She apparently does not have it. Again, they are encouraging her to reach out to her family. All of her family members traveled here to Los Angeles in a desperate search to try to find her. Authorities encouraging her to reach out to her family members. In a tragic turn, her father ended up taking his own life a short time ago as that search continues for his daughter. But again, as you heard the LAPD say at this point, all they know so far is that Hannah Kobayashi is in Mexico and does not appear to be in any danger.